I'm the founder of Black Heritage Tours in Amsterdam, in New York. I was born in New York. My family comes from Suriname, so I'm Suriname. I am Africa. I'm a mother. I'm a sister. I'm a daughter. I'm a fighter. I'm a warrior. I am you. You're here today in solidarity for all those fighting in the rebellion in the United States, the uprising. We've had enough. We're here in solidarity to acknowledge the killings of the police. But I'm not here to make you feel good about yourself. Are you listening? I'm not here to make you congratulate yourself because we're doing something better here in the Netherlands. We have work to do. And in my few minutes with you, I want to invoke a call to action. I want to invoke the spirit of our ancestors who have fought, who have died, who have been here, who are seated at this round table. I'm talking about your ancestors, my ancestors, and now George Floyd is one of our ancestors. Say his name. I'm going to take my time because I have 5 minutes and I need you to hear my message. What we are dealing with is not just the killings of the police in the United States. We're dealing with the system of white supremacy. Do you understand what that means? If you don't understand what the system of white supremacy, racism, which was not born in the United States, do you hear me? I'm a historian and I'm here to give you your history back to you. It was born right here. If you walk to the Waag, bodies were scientifically experimented in the Waag. That's now a nice fancy restaurant. Black bodies have been exploited and persecuted for centuries. Why are you here? What is your purpose for being here? If you want to believe that we in the Netherlands do not have a problem with race, you should go ahead and go home. If you believe that you are anti-racist but you color your face black every year, please go home. Please go home. If you believe that Black Lives Matter, they don't just matter in the United States, they don't just matter in Africa, they don't just matter in Suriname, they matter everywhere. George Floyd was murdered for 8 minutes as the world watched him suffocate. But in history we've seen this image before. As white persecutors and enslavers held down the enslaved and branded them with the iron, it's the same image. We have to remember that our history is just now repeating itself. But what are we going to do now? Your here is a show of power and solidarity. It is so important, but it's not enough. Say not enough. We have to dismantle the structure of power, the structure of racism where it was born, right here. We have to face our own reality, our own atrocities. Black and brown people that make up 92% of the world population. Do you hear me?
135 million people.
Okay, listen. What I'm asking you to do is take the time to look within yourself. We have work to do. If you are white, dear white people, do you hear me? Okay. Your first responsibility is to understand it is not our responsibility to end racism. It is not our responsibility. We didn't create it. It is your responsibility to dismantle the structures of power. If we believe in equal justice, then we must dismantle the inequality last forever. Do not allow social injustice to reign free again. Let us not leave here and in a few months go back to the way things were. Amsterdam! Amsterdam! Black power and racism now. Thank you for listening. Thank you for inviting me.
Are we awake? Black lives! Black lives! Black lives! Black lives! Black lives! Black lives! Ik ga de volgende spreker aankondigen, hij staat klaar. De meeste van jullie hebben waarschijnlijk op tv gezien de afgelopen dagen of afgelopen jaren. Het is een broeder van mij, hij zet zich al jaren in tegen racisme, tegen witte suprematies en andere vormen van onderdrukking. Zijn naam is Mitchell Sayas. En als je het hebt over leiders, zwarte leiders in Nederland, is hij er voor mij eentje van. Niet eentje die alleen reactief is wanneer het misgaat, maar ook proactief in het opzetten en organiseren van onze geschiedenis en van onze toekomst. Mag ik jullie horen voor Mitchell Sayas?
Hello. Kunta, he's a bit long. According to the police, we have to clean the mic every now and then, so let's do that quickly.